Anyway, Ventus Vanitas, same character, split into equal parts, light and dark. Sora. Everybody knows Sora. Roxas. Everybody knows Roxas, the nobody that was created when Sora stabbed himself in the heart.
Work.
Again, ouch.
Yes, ouch.
Who looks bizarrely like Ventus?
Roxas?
Wait a minute.
It's the pen.
It's the pen.
It makes Ventus look bottom heavy.
Yeah.
So, and this is how it breaks down. Ventus Vanitas, and this is why all the characters look together. I tried to get a similar picture of Vanitas without the helmet. No go. Light half, dark half. Ventus and Sora, when Ventus was originally split in two. Hi, staff. Everybody say hi to staff.
Hi, Dad.
Being able to stand up here and talk loud makes me your god. When Ventus was split into light and dark, his heart wandered, fractured, broken, he was completely messed up, and that's why he was comatose, lying in a blanket in Destiny Islands, where he was left, essentially just to die by his master.
Poor guy.
That prick Xehanort.
That prick.
And then if you play the beginning of his story in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, he is talking to a voice. That voice says, well, I got your back, homie.
I got your back.
It says, if you have a broken heart, I will be there and I can fix it, and I'll share what I had with you.
Sora's selfless from the very beginning.
From the very beginning, that was Sora.
I got you, bro. Was Sora born when Ventus was
Sora was just born a really cool dude.
He was just born really cool dude. Just born that way.
I think that maybe his genealogy, that maybe his parents were just badass Keyblade warriors.
Seriously, where does he get this
I don't know. And this is, I think he's just a creation of a very strong and potent heart.
Wait a
He
second.
is unprecedented as a character in the entire Kingdom Hearts universe. Like, nobody has seen anything like it.
Yeah.
You know, he continues to do things that masters couldn't do. Just because he just believes that he can. You know, like,
Yeah. This is why I love Sora.
he would outbelieve Naruto.
Very less annoying fashion.
Yes, and we keep all doing it. Thank you. What's that? Oh.
Are we not talking the dream job?
No, we are. No, we are. You mean you can
Okay.
say
We're building up.
I thought we were first.
Yeah, this time
Which
we're
is the
good.
thing, and at the end of
It's
it,
actually kind of interesting.
yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3D is essentially just Riku and Sora taking the Mark of Mastery exam.
Yeah.
And Sora fails it.
Yeah, you do.
Sora fails it.
Sora's like, yay, Riku.
Yeah, and the thing he does is he's like, congrats, brother, you know, you made it. And he doesn't, it's not like he just goes, oh, and he gets all glum.
It's not like Tara.
he told me.
He's like Tara. Tara, you were not cool.
Look at what you did.
Tara, you should be cool and Aqua will be killed.
Breaking my heart, Lisa.
You need a hug. No.
Mate.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Thank you.
Anyway, so yes.
Speaking of Sora being an unprecedented factor, we don't have to do this right now, but I know there's a lot of confusion about this in the panel on Friday.
Yes.
Are we going, for the new people here, are we going to go over how Xehanort knew to be at Destiny Islands?
We can.
Okay.
But we'll get into that after I finish this because it's lingering on my laptop.
Right, no problem.
So again, it's the very beginning of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep when Ventus is broken in half. Sora is the one that says, hey, we will merge our hearts because I don't understand the concept of that, but it seems like a cool thing to do.
Seems like a cool thing to do.
And that's what that
Share. My mom taught me to share.
Yeah, my mom was like, hey, share your kids with that Riku kid, even though he's kind of dark and rude. And he might not have parents who loved him.
He might.
And that's where the two of them cross. The very beginning of Birth by Sleep is where Ven and Sora's hearts become entangled as one. And that's something that's going to last throughout the end of the series. It's a very pivotal point. Now, because of that, when you take off Ventus's helmet, he is Emo Sora.
Emo Sora.
He is exactly Sora. All of Sora's hair, and even back when Sora was only 5 years old, or 4 years old, in Birth by Sleep, he was 4. He's
4, because then 10 years later it's Kingdom Hearts, and he's 14.
He looks identical to how Sora would look 10 years later. Because of the nature of Vanitas and Ventus being one person, Sora's influence on Ventus's heart was also influential over the half of Vanitas, which is why we get how Vanitas and Sora look alike. Now,
Okay, that makes sense.
when we get the nobody of Sora,
Become one.
Made some bad choices.
Way to be a son.
Wait a minute. He's misunderstood.
excuse me?
I saw that.
No, you did. The better Fox and Sora.
Aw, so cute.
Yes.
What that?
Car, it's good.
Baby cat.
I feel so happy now.
Look at her, she's so fascinated. Little pepper.
But anyway, man, I knew this was going to be difficult, this section, but... so, anyway, when Sora gets split into his Heartless and Nobody, his heart is still largely his own, but the Nobody looks like Ventus. And I wish I could have had the helmet. Everybody sees Ventus without a helmet, right?
Yeah.
Thumbs up?
Black-haired Sora.
We're going to make
Sora,
that
pretty much black-haired Sora.
black-haired emo Sora.
Whose hair somehow fits in that helmet.
Yeah.
The power of hammer space.
So does that make sense to all? Hey, but I gave you the thing. But does that make sense to everybody?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I'm running out of stuff to give.
He just wants more.
Doing it for free stuff.
She's in on
Get
it.
swag. So,
Oh, wow.
There.
Oh, God.
this is largely just an example of the realm of life. This is, if you can't see it, it's very, very
I
exciting.
love it.
Can you probably full screen it?
I probably
I need
can.
that image.
That's just all.
That's I love it.
No.
Oh, oops. Oh.
That's all right.
You need a longer panel, seriously. You can do this forever.
Actual, oh no. Yeah, and this is
Thanks, bud. There you go.
enhanced.
Enhance. Enhance.
So, and this is a bunch of different worlds that are Disney related. Some of them, this was created back around the time of Kingdom Hearts 2. It's still got Notre Dame in here. Various other worlds that.
Do I see New
The
York?
Death Star.
Yeah,
Death Star.
It's
coming.
it's a fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
It's not canon.
Yeah.
The
This is
freaking
not
Death
canon.
Star.
Good to know, good to know.
And then up here in the corner, it's got all like the sub-world, Timeless River, the Space Paranoid / Grid. Who's Storybook, which...
Painted by House, the first one.
Yeah, no, it's really sad because here's Narnia.
What? Yay!
The Shining City.
You walk through a closet in a different world and you end up in Narnia. Fern Gully.
Nolans.
New Orleans.
You can just erase Semantica off of that, please.
Yeah, there's no, I'm covering it up with my thumb.
Okay.
This is essentially the realm of light largely, except for that northern half, which don't go up there.
Don't go up there.
Because it looks like this.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Realm
pretty
of
much
Dark.
just- it's South Detroit.
Pretty much South Detroit.
There is no South Detroit.
So
South
Aqua's
Detroit's
in South
Canada.
Detroit then.
Yeah. Or Canada.
Or Canada. We'll just go pick her up, it's fine.
Yeah. Just drive over the border.
Come on, Aqua, you got something to do.
Yeah, but it's kind of not fun looking. Not so much as all this. All the bright shiny colors and all that. It's just kind of a whirlpool of crap.
At least it looks pretty.
It does look pretty. It's pretty crap. Here, however, is where we start getting into geography of these realms here, because really, if you think about it more in terms of like hours in a day, you get a better visual of it. The realm of light being, you know, daytime, realm of darkness being night, and you get to areas like Destiny Islands and King Mickey's World, Castle Disney, very, very high noon. This is the Dark Meridian, or the Dark Margin, the Dark Coastline. It's got numerous fan names, but you see it the beginning and end of Kingdom Hearts 2. It's also where Diz likes to spend his time watching sunsets. occasionally accompanied by Aqua. But it is the point in the realm of darkness that is closest to the realm of light.
Oh,
This
so
is an
Aqua
actual
almost got there.
scientific point in geography for this game. This is a measure of distance. Because that shining light, that orb, is the realm of light. You
Can we
see
just
from the
walk
very
there?
tip of-
There's water.
Yeah, I
Can we just
assume that
swim
it's
there?
all forever.
I just want Aqua out of
It's
there.
like just the end of the world cuts off, and then there's Tartarus on the other side. It's
Well,
like sad.
somehow connected.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you just throw a bottle in there, and I guess eventually it just sailed into the sun, literally.
Yeah, how did Kyrie's letter get there?
It popped out in
She's a
water
princess of
elsewhere.
light. She has skill.
Yeah, she got skill. Like, how did
And
Kyrie's
this is,
letter?
again, like the time of day that it works. I'm gonna come right through you again. Oh, touch my butt. You did it anyway. So again, realm of darkness. Stop it! All the way down here. Realm of light. And then right in here is a twilight / in between, which is very much a netherscape. Places like Traverse Town, where all the broken worlds seem to come back together for those who don't have any place to go. Twilight Town essentially is exactly in the middle dead spread of Twilight. Hence the name. And why it's eternal sunset. There is no sunrise, there is no sundown. It's just kind of right over there, half-ass peeking over the horizon. And right on this side of that, there's almost a strategic vantage point, is Castle Oblivion, which was at one point very, very neutral, like the neutralist that it got, and the world that never was, where all the Heartless in the organization make their home. And then right around here, where you start getting into where you might be able to see this area, is the Dark Marina. And then over here, just kind of off on its own, is the Realm of Sleep, because really that's not measured
By
in the sense that
distance.
other realms are. It's kind of like its own sub-realm that pretty much goes wherever it wants to on its own volition. But yes, this is, and you're going to think about this next time you watch one of those cutscenes too, because this is, Nomura specifically stated that it is a geographical point that he put there for a reason. Everything about the geography is there for a reason, because this is looking at this. But does this clear up a lot of the questions?
Yeah, I missed where End of the World was.
End of the world being Ansem, like right before the heart of Ansem.
Like at the end.
That is largely in the realm of darkness. Kingdom Hearts itself, the doorway to it, was locked away in the realm of darkness. If you go back and look through, pay special attention to the details in the End of the World segments. They're made up of worlds. Every room you go through, one of them looks strangely like Cinderella's world. And that's just the theme. They're all worlds that we know have been, swallowed by the darkness at that point. And they're just the remnants of what's being digested by the realm of darkness and the Heartless. It's very much in the realm of darkness right before you get into the absolute worst of it.
Where Aqua is.
Where Aqua pretty much just spends her free time now.
Yep. I like it though.
Chilling out.
It-
Killing
yes.
dark side.
Confused on the whole realm thing because Twilight Town is always Twilight and Realm of Darkness is always dark, but in Destiny Islands the time of day always changes.
It does, but I think that's because it is escaped from those elements. Places do have, unless they're special places like Twilight, which is very much in the middle, they do have normal science to them. Like they circulate with the sun. Well, as much as it equates to in the Kingdom Hearts universe, it does in the Kingdom Hearts universe because all the stars are just other worlds. So, yes.
I was gonna say in regards to that too, like I think another reason Destiny Islands can fit into that equation while still being important and still cycle through the normal things like any other world does, is more because a lot of important people have come from there, and it is a central point for all these things, and a powerful world in that way. But
yes,
it's still
because Master Xehanort was originally a citizen of Destiny Island.
Yeah.
correct.
Which actually kind of makes me think that if we go back to this, I may have deceived you, and that Twilight or Destiny Islands wouldn't so much be up here as much as like Castle Disney.
Yeah.
But if we still have the realm of light in between and then the realm of darkness on this as we see it, that Destiny Islands might actually be somewhere out here.
Yeah.
More of a like third dimensional focal point where we
all
see
of
a
them
lot of the larger elements of everything that goes on in the Kingdom Hearts universe are centralized.
Because again, we have Xehanort who came from there, and then we have Sora,
Sora.
looking from there. So
Yes.
if we think about it as you said, as
And
in
Riku.
times
Yeah,
of
and
the day,
Riku.
we can think of that as all the time. Destiny Island being the times of day casting themselves on
Yeah.
Destiny Island.
And